721, and April is Autism Awareness Month, but this year there is an extra emphasis because of the coronavirus pandemic.
That's right. Of course, parents of children living with autism are now having to homeschool their kids. So joining us to offer some help is Jennifer McKeedy. She is the principal of the Durand Academy in Woodbury, New Jersey. So first off, good morning. Thank you so much for being with us. And you have some tips to pass along to parents and teachers as well. But before we get into those tips, let's talk about some of these challenges that exist of homeschooling a child with autism.
Well, one of the first challenges that we had to face was really just getting access to technology for our parents. This included sending out iPads for them as well as free internet services, and then getting the materials for them to actually learn. A lot of my students don't learn just from the technology piece of it. They need that truly multi-sensory approach to be able to learn and access all education.
And we mentioned that you do have 5 tips for us. Let's go ahead and get to the first one. And tip number 1 is create a schedule.
Correct. So whether your child is neurotypical or has a developmental disability, creating a schedule is the best thing you can do. This should definitely include movement breaks, sensory breaks for them throughout the day, and understand that sitting in front of a computer is not the modality in which they learn. So consider creating a sensory path outside on the sidewalk where they can hop on different colors and get that energy out that they may have from sitting in front of the computer.
Absolutely. And Jennifer, tip 2 goes right in par with that one. It's prepare ahead of time and have materials ready for the lesson.
Correct. A lot of times our students need a little bit of a different instructional modality. So having those materials ready ahead of time and being able to change very quickly is essential for our teachers. So preparation definitely for parents as well as the teacher is key.
And tip number 3, communicate regularly.
So typically during the school day, we are communicating with our parents via our communication logs, phone calls, text messages, and emails. This has changed because we are no longer having that face-to-face communication. So ensuring that we're communicating more frequently has definitely been key so parents know what the expectation is as well as our students.
And you mentioned what your academy does with some of the students is kind of with regards to those iPads. And this is tip 4, ensure that everyone has access to technology during these lessons.
Correct. Not all of my students have internet in the home, so we really had to take that into consideration. Durand was fortunate enough that we sent 35 additional iPads to parents that did not have computers, did not have devices to be able to access our online learning. So this has allowed our students to continue to learn and not regress through this epidemic.
Oh, I love that. And tip number 5, documentation is critical.
So part of our program, we run an ABA or an applied behavior analysis program, and we take data on anywhere from 30 to 50 goals per student per day. This is done with the teacher as well as the one-to-one aide. So doing this in the home setting is not really practical for all of our parents, and we understand that. So finding different ways to document that our students are learning has definitely been a challenge for us. We have created online portfolios for our students, as well as created a virtual website where our students and parents can access a lot of our materials to allow for that documentation to really continue to ensure our students are learning.
And Jennifer, we know that, of course, the homeschooling can be a challenge for these parents or caregivers. So where can people go for more information to maybe ask you some questions that we didn't just cover there?
Sure. Our website is www.durandinc.org. They're more than welcome to go on there. My email is there. They can shoot me an email. They can also see our virtual website that we created on there for virtual learning that has all of the different content areas that we teach on a daily basis and resources for parents, not just Durand students, but anyone who is an individual with autism.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer, for coming on and sharing those great tips with us.
Thank you very much.
Well, coming